Of course, 5:38, always a good time. As a reminder to be aware of severe weather. It is still hurricane season.
And it's very ironic because, you know, we were just having this conversation yesterday about how they held that event recently. And, you know, definitely knock on wood, but it's been since Hurricane Michael that we've experienced a major storm in the realm of a tropical storm or a hurricane. So one could say that we're overdue.
And that's going to be 4 years ago this October.
Wow.
That was back in 2018 when that rolled through here. And oddly enough, we have had a handful of tropical systems roll through here since then, but not quite as strong as Michael was or as Irma was. So yes, it is the time of year, and we are watching something in the Atlantic, which I'll show you more here on in just a few minutes. First, here's a live look over downtown this morning. Not much to complain about. 63 is the current number, 65 in Warner Robins, 64 in Dublin, about 62 in Perry right now. We've got 68 in Butler, 65 in Unadilla, 63 down in Eastman, and 68 over in Vidalia. The radar picture is quiet, no rain to speak of this morning. And as we head through the day today, there's not going to be a whole lot of rain to speak of, but there will be a little bit. Check this out here as we head through about the noon hour or so. 1 or 2 showers will be possible. It's an area of disturbed weather up near the Tennessee state line that's sliding down toward the south. Here we are at 5 p.m., just some partly cloudy skies. Most everybody will stay dry today, but there is the possibility of 1 or 2 showers. As we move into tomorrow, though, the rain chances go away. Yeah, take a look at those temperatures. How about mid-90s for afternoon highs? And once we get into Thursday, much of the same. Getting close to that 100-degree mark potentially. A few more showers will be possible on Thursday. I've got a 10% chance of rain there. So 92 today. 95 for tomorrow. How about 97 by the time we get to Thursday? The good news with those temperatures, though, is the humidity is not going to be as high as it was in, say, August or July. So it's going to feel like that 95 or feel like that 97 as opposed to those triple-digit values that we would see in terms of the heat index if this was happening during the summertime. But once we get past Thursday, a cold front comes in. That drops our high temperatures back to closer to where they should be in the mid-80s for this time of year. Okay, let's talk tropics this morning. Hurricane Fiona. Winds of 115 miles an hour. It's very close to the Turks and Caicos at this hour. The plan is for it to continue to strengthen here over the next several days. Winds eventually up to 140 miles an hour by early Thursday morning, passing Bermuda just to the west there before it works its way north, becoming extratropical up near Canada. So that's not really a concern for us, but something that caught my attention yesterday was something that's developing as we move closer here into the next few days. This area disturbed weather here just off the South American coast, pulling into the Lesser Antilles, into the Caribbean Sea. This is the time of year where we watch things in the Caribbean pretty closely because they have the potential to make it into the Gulf of Mexico. As of now, it has a 40% chance of development over the next 5 days, and I'm not too concerned about it until models begin to run on this system, which the National Hurricane Center has to classify it as an investigative area first. I suspect that will happen today, which means we'll get specific models tonight, and then we'll get a pretty good idea of what's going to happen at least over the next few days, so we can continue to watch it here in central Georgia. So another area development to the north of it as well, 60% chance over the next 5 days. Whichever one develops first will get the name Gaston, and then the second name will be Hermine. So we'll have to watch the order on that. Here's the 7-day forecast. A warm stretch of days here in central Georgia before temperatures back down into the 80s for the weekend. 20% chance of rain on Sunday and Monday.